Why walking away makes everything clear. Just walk away. Most guys are not confused because they lack information. They stay confused because they refuse to walk away. They keep talking, they keep asking questions, they keep trying to get closure, they keep trying to figure it out. But clarity doesn't come from conversation, it comes from distance. And the moment you're willing to walk away, everything becomes obvious. It becomes like bright as day. You can't miss it. Let me explain why. Confusion only exists when access exists. It's that simple. And look at it like this. If someone knows you'll stay no matter what, there's no incentive for clarity. They don't need to keep asking. They don't need to change their behavior. They don't need to, because they know no matter what, you will stick around. You're here. Oh, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Just stomp all over me. It's all good. Don't worry about it, babe. Why? Mixed signals survive on availability. On the other hand, uncertainty survives on tolerance. What you are willing to and what you're not willing to. If a man is willing to walk away, regardless if he has options or not, if he has options, a woman knows not to go and mess with him because they know he would just, all right, bye. I'm not going to put up with this. Better yet, there are some people who maybe they don't have options, but they're not willing to. Or another man, he doesn't have as much options, maybe because he doesn't want to or he doesn't make himself available, fine. But he has self-respect. He knows when something is crossing the line. He doesn't tolerate it. He knows when to walk away. He doesn't have an issue of cutting off someone if it reaches that point. A man like that, a woman immediately knows, I'm not going to play with him. I'm not going to test him. And the thing is that most guys don't realize this. The more you remain present without direction, the longer confusion is allowed to exist. It will keep repeating. Mixed signals, uncertainty, things will keep happening because you're not willing to put your feet down. You're not willing to just walk away from the situation because of maybe long-term distance, maybe because of long-term relationship, this, that. You're looking at it in your point of view, right? And you're thinking, I invested this much into it, I can't just... But you have to push yourself first in this situation because if you don't set boundaries, you will begin to notice how certain people will keep crossing it. If you keep allowing it. Walking away doesn't create a loss, it creates the truth. I'm gonna say it again. Walking away does not create a loss, it creates the truth. Walking away is not a punishment. It's not an ultimatum. It's not an emotion. It's direct, definitive. I'm not putting up with this. I'm walking away, whether you like it or not. It's a boundary. You're not saying choose me. You're saying I chose me. I'm good. I'm content. I'm not putting up with this or that. That's how it is? Okay, fine. That shift alone, that mindset alone changes the whole dynamic. You have to have more respect for yourself. You have to put your feet down. You have to be willing and know when to walk away. You'll slowly start to realize in life, people don't reveal themselves to you when you chase them, when you're always after them, when you're always there for the reassurance. The moment you stop though, the moment you fall back, the moment you stop chasing, that's when they reveal themselves. That's when everything becomes evidently clear. That's when everything comes, okay, I know what's going on. True intentions begin to reveal. And it's only because you stopped. You walked away. Walking away reveals one thing, and that's intent. If someone truly values you, distance doesn't push them away. It sharpens their behavior. They become more clear, direct, intentional. Look at it like this. If you like someone and they randomly pulled away, you truly desire them, you truly like them, you're not going to just say, oh, well. You're going to at least put some effort in. See if anything we can talk out. Was there something I did wrong? Yes, communication is key. Yes, you still need to communicate. Yes, you should have someone that respects you, but you would at least, bare minimum, try to reach out and see, right? It's not just a vanish, be gone. Especially if you know you were not in the wrong, everything is fine. So if they're willing to walk away, if they're willing to not seek closure, not seek a conversation, either way you win because uncertainty ends. You don't have to think about it no more. You don't have to. It might hurt, it might sting for a little bit, especially when you've maybe been with this person for a while now and it's just like, whoa, like no intention, no nothing. It reprograms your mind and allows you to realize that sometimes some people have to go through these moments to understand to not invest too much into somebody without seeing that same attention back. especially if you're blindsided with love. For those of you that fall in love or you love hard, you can get blinded by it, and it can really catch you off guard, especially when you don't know, especially when you love someone deeply and you think they love you the same way back. But you will realize when you are not doing what you normally do, when you're not being the first initiator, when you're not showing that same affection, are they still returning it, or are they just, that's it? It stings, but this is reality though. The reason why most guys can't do this is because they confuse patience for clarity. They mistake patience for strength. They think just being calm, waiting, shows masculinity, shows this. But it does the opposite, because patience without standards is weakness. And one thing you will understand, especially if you're someone that you consider yourself a good person, a nice person, people in this world will take advantage of your kindness. You will be tried. You will be tested. People will take that automatically as weakness. Like, they think because you're a good person, they think because you are someone that you have a purpose, you are someone that you have great patience, you don't let things get to you, you don't let words get to you, they will take that as weakness because you don't bark back. Most guys are thinking staying in this dynamic is safer than risking that choice, risking that decision to make that leap, to walk away, just walk away. Where most guys mess up is that they think staying in this dynamic is safer than finality, because maybe they don't want to end it yet. They think it's okay, let me just keep pushing, she will change, he will change, whatever it is. But finality is exactly what creates peace. Sometimes it needs to end. Sometimes you need to end it. You being stuck in this kind of environment, you being stuck in this dynamic, this relationship, is what creates that in your mind. If someone knows that they can cross you, they can do this, you will always still be there because your heart's in the right spot, because you're a good person, because you're an old soul. Unfortunately, how the world works is that there's people who will manipulate that, people who will take advantage of that, because in their eyes, a lot of people, you have to understand, don't look at the world in a point of view, in a different perspective. A lot of people look at it in their own light. A lot of people are stuck on their point of view. They're not looking at it how you see it. They think, oh man, he's sweet, he's not gonna do this. Or they're thinking, he's just a nice guy, he's not. So some people will take that to an advantage. Some people will know consciously what they're doing, but they think behind, he's not gonna do anything. He's gonna stick around. Girls, let's just go out. Yeah, that girls' night. Hey, babe, we're going on a girls' night out. He'll be fine. Don't even tell him. The girls, her friends are probably telling her, don't even tell him. He'll be fine with it. Just tell him that you forgot, and we went out for dinner, and then we went out to the bar and the club, and some guys just let it slide because they, I trust her or whatever. But you don't put your feet down. You don't let things be known. Someone like this will keep doing it. Take advantage. Especially if you don't know what's going on, and you will never know what's going on, especially on those nights out. This is why walking away requires one thing that most guys avoid. They try not to dilute in this. They try not to dive into these topics or dive into these actions. You have to be okay with any outcome. You have to be okay with it not going the way you envisioned it. That's what people don't want to do. She won't always chase you. She won't always, but what it will reveal is the truth. Like we've mentioned in our last video. But that's power. Whether you know it or not, that's power. You have to be okay with any outcome. Self-respect is more important. You got to respect yourself. You got to value yourself. Because you will realize when you walk away, clarity begins to arise. Now you're seeing things in a different perspective. Now you're seeing things more clear. When you walk away, you will slowly start to see clarity. You will slowly start to see things turn out in your favor. Even if it doesn't, you would be now in a better position to observe, because either someone's going to step back in or they're going to stay out there. They're going to stay out of space. What you will get in return, no more guessing, no more mixed signals, no more interpreting behaviors. Now you're sure you know what's going on. You see how the relationship, because you walked away. You took that first step. You will not keep repeating the same things. You've had many talks. You try talking it out. It doesn't sit. the same patterns keep happening, but you don't want to walk away. But because you don't want to be alone, you don't want to be, you invested a lot, spent a lot of money. It's like sometimes you have to make that tough decision. As much as it might hurt, you have to be willing and okay with walking away, because you will begin to see more clarity. It will immediately happen, but you won't get these definitive answers if you just ask more questions, if you just stick around. Hopefully something changes. No, you get clarity by removing yourself. Remove yourself from the situation. It's time. I've had enough. You've had enough. As bad as many people don't want to hear it, distance forces the truth. The truth should always reveal itself. It will be evidently clear, no guessing. You're a man with pride, you have options. What would you stick around for? Even if you don't, you will find another. There are 7 billion people here on earth. I don't like when people tell me that, and I tell clients that as well. I get it. You might be in love, you might have a situation with her that you and her can only have. I get it. I understand that. Trust me. But you have to be willing to walk away, especially as a man. You can find peace in other things, especially to reassure that love, to find your true self. You will find your purpose. If you already have your purpose, then explore. Now it's time to be free. You don't have to be stuck in the situation. I'm telling you. It will change you first before anything. It's not going to be external. It's going to always be internal. When you make that jump, when you take that step, you will realize you stopped explaining yourself. You stopped negotiating your worth, your value. You stop worrying about how this person's emotion is. You regain self-respect. And self-respect always precedes respect from others. The harsh truth is that sometimes walking away doesn't bring people back. And that's fine. That's totally cool. Because that's still a win. You're no longer holding on to something that wasn't meant to be. You guys weren't aligned. You saw it clear. Sometimes distance is what needs to have that closure. But sometimes distance also reveals what was hidden. You couldn't have seen it unless you took a step back. So what you lost was never stable to begin with. So just understand that clarity doesn't always feel good at first, right? It doesn't feel that's great. But what does is calm. What feels good is being calm. Calmness. Peace. I promise you that's way better than anything else. So if you ever stay too long in uncertainty, it wasn't because you cared too much. It was because you delayed a decision. Walking away is the decision. And if you're learning how to detach, stop chasing clarity, and regain emotional control, that's exactly what I break deeper down in The Art of Detachment. You can check it out in the pinned comments and top of the link in the description. Clarity of mind, discipline of motion. If you're new here, I go by the name CXM. If you guys like this video, leave a like. Share this video with somebody who needs to see this. Leave a comment. Let me know if you have any questions. And I'll see you guys until the next one, man. Peace.